Hey guys, how you going? So today I'm out here in Cooranbong with some amazing people who love and care for our injured wildlife. So I also care for wildlife. I volunteer and do the best that I can, but these guys take it to a whole new level. So all the wallabies here are raised from day one and given a second chance. So anyway, let's get into it. So right now I'm here with Dee. She organises the whole sanctuary with her and her team. So first up, how did this whole sanctuary thing start here in Cooranbong?
It started with a little pink joey about 20 metres up from our driveway. So we had driven out of the driveway one day. There was a dead adult wallaby on the road. We stopped and checked her pouch and she had a little pink joey in there. So a pinky, which means that they've got no fur. And it all started from there. We then looked at what we needed to do to help that joey. We decided to join Hunter Wildlife Rescue and get trained. And the short version is we did all the jumping through hoops and all the courses that we had to do, and we were given 3 joeys. Our first 3 joeys were Fiona, Melanie and Jasmine. As you probably guessed, Jasmine was the one that we ended up naming Sanctuary for.
So this whole sanctuary is called Jasmine's Place Sanctuary. This is awesome. I just want to say I really appreciate everything that you guys do. I'm very thankful that there are people out there like you guys that assist these wildlife. So every wallaby here is a rescue. It's from like a motor vehicle accident or it needs to be relocated.
All the ones that are in pens have been rescued.
Yep.
And then some of the ones that we call like the outside crew that are around the property have been our releases, but there are still some wild ones that have joined our mob here.
So can you just give me a quick rundown on how it works? So it starts off as a joey. What are the stages that you guys do to take care of the joey?
Well, if we get a pink joey, that usually requires 2nd to 3rd hourly feeding 24/7. We're a bit busy because we still have jobs and things, so
yep.
We actually get some lovely support from some other carers that do the pink joeys. But we take the 3rd joeys from about 800 grams upwards. We raise them through. So when they're little and they're on 4 feeds a day, they'll be in the house with us. Then they'll graduate to what we call a kindy pen, and they're a bit bigger. They're around the 3-4 kilo mark. And then around the 4-5 kilo mark, they come up here to our soft release pen. Usually they're released at around 7 kilos.
So it's feeding time?
It is actually, yeah.
So what have we got here?
So I've got bottles of formula. It's a special formula called Wambaroo. It's specially made for Australian macapods. It's got all the nutrients that they need. It's as close as we can get to mum's milk. So they will learn to eat grasses and dirt and bark and sticks, which is all their natural diet. So when they are released from here, they're self-sufficient.
Yeah, okay. That's awesome. So what's this one here? Is this a little boy, a little girl?
This is... That's little Ruby.
Hey, Ruby.
And she was just sucking on her toe.
They all have their own little personalities.
They do have their own little personality.
Oh, she wants that milk.
And like most babies, they suck for comfort. So she was just sucking her toe like a human baby would suck its thumb.
Hey, Ruby. So what are you giving her there?
That's an almond. It's a bit of a treat. They don't get very many, but they really like almonds. So it's...
Oh, you like your almonds, Ruby? They're beautiful little creatures, aren't they?
They are. And they've all got their own personalities.
Hey, Ruby. And they're very tame.
At the moment, they are. Yeah.
So after the stages of the care, you release it on this property?
Yes, we release
and
it.
Just then they come and visit you, or they just do what they wish?
Exactly. They have their freedom then, and some of them visit, some of them don't, but it's all about what they want and what they need. Yeah. You want the bubba? They've given up.
They want their milk.
Bubba. Bubba. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
Look at them go. Yeah, they're loving that. So this is simulating the same as what it'd be like on a teat, right? From the mother.
It's
similar.
It's a bit different because mum's teat is inside a pouch. So these guys adapt very well to just drinking out of a bottle. If they were still with mum, this age group would still be having the odd feed, but they definitely wouldn't be in the pouch anymore. They'd be following mum around what we call an at-foot joey.
Yeah, right. An at-foot joey.
Yeah.
Could you explain what that is?
Yeah, sure. So an at-foot joey is roughly from around about the 3 to 4 kilo mark, depending on species, and they are outside mum's pouch, and they will follow mum around until they're a 2-year-old roughly. Mum will show them where water is, where food is, how to be a little wallaby.
That's awesome. I think you've done a really good job with simulating their whole growth. Like, it's very similar to what it would be like in nature, but obviously with a few adjustments like the bottles instead of teats.
Yeah, they adapt pretty well. They're actually quite clever. They learn things pretty quickly.
They're beautiful. As you can see, guys, they take really good care of these joeys. They have like premium service right now. Look at that. Absolutely loving it. Oh. So this is like a little shelter?
It is. We call it the bird cage. It's an area that if we need to lock somebody up because they're unwell or they need to have restricted movement, we can actually close it up and have somebody in there. At the moment, it's just a shade and shelter for them.
So it's almost like a naughty corner for them. They're misbehaving.
Say, for example, someone had a sore leg and we had to keep them less mobile. We would pop them in there
Right.
while we were trying to sort out their problem. Yeah. And they'll groom each other. And
They know exactly who you are, who the carer is.
yeah. I'm their mum.
Look, they're following the mummy around.
Yeah.
Hey, look at you. Look at you. You got the darker head. What do you smell?
That's a little swamp wallaby.
It says swamp wallaby. So these are redneck wallabies?
Yeah.
Swamp wallabies, a bit of a variety.
Yeah. I've had in this pen, I've had a Palmer wallaby, and I've also had some paddy melons.
Right.
Yeah. And they're all okay to release here because we're just at the foot of the Waddingans.
So as you can see, guys, this enclosure is very well made, and it ticks all the standards for national parks.
We're also fully licensed through Hunter Wildlife Rescue. We've done their courses and we've done their one-to-one training, have the experience to actually care for these little guys.
Look at you. See, guys, you always need to check on the side of the road to see if they have a pouch, because there might be a little beautiful joey like these guys in it. And there are awesome people like Dee and her team who will take care of these beautiful little wallabies, and they will have a full second chance at life. Look, they're loving it in here. How you going?
This enclosure, or this fence, courtesy of Wildlife Heroes and the grant that they awarded us with to actually build National Parks and Wildlife specifications. If you notice the floppy top, that's actually to keep foxes and similar predators that would normally climb a fence. They can't actually climb it and get over. Underneath the grass here is also a skirt of wire, and it comes out sort of this far from the fence, and that again stops other animals from digging in, predators from getting into them under the fence and over the fence.
So you've got all the safety features to keep them safe from the foxes underneath.
Yep. And our own touch are the fire sprinklers inside the fence. If we were to have a bushfire, we do have fire sprinklers to help wet down the area. So these are some of our releases. We've actually got Abby. Oops, and that's Maddie taking off with the tags in her ears. And that is Ringo by the looks of things. Yep, that's Ringo over there.
Ringo.
And they've come in for an afternoon snack.
So these are all releases.
Yeah, they've been released at different times. Ringo was released this time last year.
Yeah, wow. So this one's Ringo?
Yep. And he is not here all the time. He comes and goes as he pleases. Some days you don't see him, and some days you do.
You can tell how loved and cared for they are.
It also helps too. We've had a couple come back with injuries that we've been able to been able to help them because they've known to come for help.
Right.
So yeah, we've had a few that have done that.
So what sort of food is this? Is this just...
This is called roo pellets.
Roo pellets?
Yeah. So it's one of the few commercial foods available and designed for macropods.
So I think it's a really good thing that you're feeding them the proper food, the proper nutrients. And because I know there's a lot of people out there that think it's okay to give kangaroos and wallabies bread and just things that they shouldn't have.
All Australian wildlife should only be given their natural diet or veterinary approved food. And yeah, things like fruit, people think, oh, it's natural, we'll give them some fruit. But a lot of our animals actually aren't supposed to eat human fruit. Fruit has a high sugar content and it will actually make some of our wildlife very sick. As does bread, bread in particular with macropods, so that's all your kangaroos and wallaby species. They can get something called lumpy jaw, and that can actually lead to their death.
Oh, no.
A lot of people don't realise that feeding them a bit of bread, giving them a death sentence.
Yeah.
Especially if they manage to get lots of humans feeding lots of bread.
I think it's a real good thing that you've mentioned that for people to hear. So guys, if you're giving them bread or any human fruits, please stop and only give them food if you have the correct food to give them. So this is inside of a pouch.
Yeah. That's a pinky.
There's a little pinky inside. Hello.
Yeah. Very tiny pinky.
Oh. So she's a little mummy.
She is a little mummy. That's her
What's-
first Joey.
The
And
first Joey. What's her name again?
so her name's Abby.
Abby.
But she doesn't get bottles every day. She just gets a special treat when we have a look in her pouch because she lets us have a look at the moment.
So you guys, on the side of the road, there could be like a little Abby that just got freshly hit and she could be carrying a little Joey. So that's why you always check. I know I've said it 100 times, but you always need to check the pouch.
And that Joey can take quite some time to die of dehydration and starvation after mum dies.
Yeah. And even if it doesn't make it, at least you've stopped it from suffering and getting taken away by a fox or just anything, or ran over again.
Bigger Joeys have been known to have like the ears chewed off by a fox.
Oh no. So Dee, what do we have here?
This is Frida, a little redneck wallaby Joey, who was found without her mum at Freeman's Waterhole.
Oh. So you've got a massive 42 hectare property. How cool is it being able to release wallabies straight back onto your own land?
Oh, it's pretty special. Yeah, it's actually one of those pinch me, I'm dreaming special things. I'm very lucky to be able to do it and do it in such a beautiful spot. Yeah.
I think it's a really awesome thing too, and they have that safety wherever they're injured, they can come back and you can assist them. It's just an overall awesome thing. So Dee, you guys currently have a fundraiser right now. So you have a $20,000 goal. What will it be used for?
It will go towards a building that we can house the smaller joeys in, that we can use for our volunteers that come and help us. It also would mean that we'd have a dedicated space that if we were actually able to get trained volunteers to come and give us some relief, because this is a 24/7, 365-day year. It'll go all towards the joeys. It'll go towards educating new volunteers. It'll go towards housing joeys. It'll go towards feeding joeys. All about the joeys.
Awesome. Yeah. So guys, please, if you can, just even if it's just $20, if you could put some money towards their fundraiser. As you can see, they are lovely people. They do everything properly. They're trying to hit $20,000. That's their goal for their fundraiser. So far you guys have like around $3,500 raised. These little critters, all these wallabies and these animals on this site will really benefit from the fundraiser. I will put the fundraiser in the link below. So just check it out, have a read through it. You'll see the whole description, everything about basically what I've already showed you guys. And if you can donate $20 or just anything, I'm sure they'll be very thankful. So thank you so much, Dee. I really appreciate you showing me how the whole sanctuary works and the opportunity to meet these cute little wallabies. We'll definitely get the word out there so people can contribute to the fundraiser and there can be more of these little guys saved every single day.